for everyone you saw tonight. Keep it going. My name is Reem Edan, or as white people pronounce it, Ramadan. I asked my parents why they chose to name me Reem, which in English means to penetrate something at a high velocity. Or a bulk amount of paper. My dad's like, we did not want you to get bullied, so we chose something aggressive but also office appropriate. It was an annoying name growing up within America because I never got a souvenir keychain. My parents used to get me Rachel. They're like, it's your Starbucks name. I'm Iraqi. Anyone else? Cool. My parents are from Iraq. I was born in America, which is why I pronounce it Iraq instead of Iraq. People get so confused when they find out I'm Iraqi because I'm very ethnically ambiguous, but I identify as a scholarship recipient. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm what you call racially fluid, which means you can't really tell what I am, but you know you can't fire me. So. I get written up at least 4 times before we talk to Kathy in HR. I've actually been to Iraq. It's a fun tourist destination. I'm not close to my family back there. To me, cousins are just the people you block on Instagram. But I was hanging out with my uncles in Baghdad, which is a sentence Stella has never said before. Super sweet guys. One of them sat me down. He's like, Reem, you live in America, the land of opportunity. What is your dream? I said, to be an actress. He said, change your dream. So I'm a comedian. They should have been more specific. My family is actually cool, super cool. They're even okay with me doing stand-up until they realized I was being serious. They're like, who will want to marry a comedian? I said, you're right. I should probably do this full time. In all the years I've been doing stand-up, my parents have only been to one show, just one. And it was my bad. It was a late show, and there was a lot of vulgar comics on the lineup. And my poor Muslim mom was sitting in the front row, sipping her ginger ale, like, what's a dildo? I was like, it's a type of pasta. It's just a plate full of dildos, a little bit of butter, goes down real smooth. Like I said, I'm Muslim. I'm half Sunni, half Shiite, full shit show. I had an ex-boyfriend tell me once that I had Muslim baggage. Muslim baggage. I was like, why you gotta bring TSA into this? First of all, nobody even knows what Muslim baggage looks like. We all pretend we're Mexican at the airport. Por favor, okay? It's true. You ever see a brown guy at the airport with a name tag that says Mo? He's like, it's short for Manuel. No, it's not. Mohammed, get out of here, dude. Also, look at me, like, I'm not that Muslim. Like, I went to Coachella during Ramadan. I didn't eat. It's one of the side effects of drugs. Like, come on. My baggage is a carry-on at most. People ask me if it's tough growing up Muslim in America, and I mean, yes and no. I do think it's unfortunate that, like, the actions of one person can go on to have consequences for an entire group of people, you know? It's kind of like that one girl who flushed her tampon down the toilet, and now we all have to see that sign everywhere we go. But the benefit of being Muslim in America is not a lot of people know a lot about my religion, and I take full advantage of that. Like back when I had a day job and health insurance, what I did is I marched into HR's office and I demanded a private room to pray 5 times a day. She's like, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Now, how long does each prayer last? 20 minutes? Oh, I was like, 45, actually. Listen, I prayed. And then I had 43 minutes to do whatever the fuck I wanted. It was fantastic. It was great. I was watching Netflix, calling my mom, whatever us Islams do. It was amazing. That's on them. They should know. I told them Friday prayer lasts all day. I had 3-day weekends for a year. Are you kidding? It's fantastic. I did a 23andMe recently. Well, my sister did. I'm just assuming we have the same dad. But I got some very interesting results. I found out that I'm 50% Arab, 49% Middle Eastern. It's like same shit, different toilet. But I'm thrilled to announce, guys, I just found out that I am 0.2% Japanese. Right? Right? It's my most peaceful 0.2%. After 1941. Not too soon. I don't know if you realize this, but in my bloodline, I am the last samurai. Also, if you're uncomfortable at this information, just know that I've already been Asian. Like, the Middle East is on the continent of Asia, but y'all aren't ready for that conversation. Or scholarship. So I find out I'm Japanese, right? And I live in LA, so the first thing I did was go to Little Tokyo to be with my people. I went and got sushi, and you know when you walk into a sushi restaurant and they like yell shit at you and you're kind of like, This time I made eye contact and said it back in their language because I can. I said, gracias. Because they're Mexican. And then afterwards, I went to this like cute little boutique and I bought myself this sweater. And the sweater had Japanese writing on it. It was amazing. I wore it proudly. And I was wearing my Japanese sweater recently. And then a friend asked me what it said in Japanese. And I realized I made a huge mistake because my favorite activity as somebody who reads and writes another language is to look out for people who have tattoos in Arabic that don't make any fucking sense. Like my friend Christy once, she's like, I want to get a tattoo that says beautiful in Arabic. I didn't say she was smart. And so the word beautiful in Arabic is Jamila. She showed me the word, I okayed it. We went to the tattoo parlor to get it done. Now, unfortunately, the tattoo artist forgot the dots on the word, which changed the meaning completely. She wanted beautiful. She got pregnant. She got pregnant, tattooed on her ankle. She had it for well over 9 months before I told her. It was hilarious. It was amazing because Arabs would walk up to her like, oh, is it a boy or a girl? She's like, beauty has no gender. Oh. Don't worry, karma came to get me because I was wearing that Japanese sweater, right? And I Googled it to see what it said. Do you know what it said on it in Japanese? It just said Sears. Sears. You know that department store where pregnant women used to shop? That's how you know karma is real. I took my dad out to dinner recently, which is a production, by the way, to take immigrant parents out to dinner because they have a huge list of demands on their writer agreements. Like my dad's like, I don't like dark places, I don't like loud places, I don't like expensive food. It's like, great, we're going to Chili's. And Arabs love chain restaurants too. I think a lot of immigrants do. Like my dad loves Olive Garden. In fact, he loves it so much he once got kicked out of it. Because he liked the waiter's tie so much, he tried to buy it off of him. The waiter's like, I don't think you can do that, sir. My dad's like, this is America, you can do anything here. Go. And the guy wouldn't do it, so my dad knew that the only way to get anything done in this country is to ask for the manager. So he pulled a Karen, or a Kareem. The manager comes out with the employee catalog and hands it to my dad. By the way, these aren't even nice ties, it's just a bunch of gentrified olives. And after the whole ordeal, my dad asked them for their return policy. And that's when I kicked him out of Olive Garden. So anyway, we're at Chili's, and I learned something about my dad that I never knew before. My dad does not know when his real birthday is. Okay, so apparently in Iraq, before the 1960s, the government just didn't used to write down birthdays. Like, they knew the year, but not the day. It was kind of like Ramadan. If someone saw the moon, it happened. And eventually, the Iraqi government, RIP, they realized this was a problem. So they had the genius idea to give everybody who didn't have a birthday the exact same birthday. Like communism. And I didn't know growing up. I just thought all Iraqis are born on July 1st. Or committing fraud, which seemed more likely. So my dad's telling me that he doesn't know his real birthday, and he's sad about it, right? Because growing up, it was hard, especially in the United States. Like, whenever he and his Iraqi friends would go out, they'd give their IDs to the bouncer, and they basically all had the exact same ID, you know? Like, the bouncer's looking at it like, Ali, July 1st, thank you. Ali, July 1st, thank you. Ali, July 1st. Are y'all cousins or lazy criminals? What's going on here? One time, the bouncer tried to do the math to figure out what happened in Iraq 9 months before July 1st, which is Halloween. So this poor man's like, okay, so every year in Baghdad, all the ghouls and Abduls get together for some group fun, okay? So my dad's telling me, like, you know, he doesn't know his birthday, he's sad about it. And then it clicked to me. I was like, wait, Baba, do you know what we could do? We could look at your personality traits and characteristics, and then we can work backwards, and we can figure out what your zodiac sign is, and then we can at least know what month you were born in. He's like, is that stuff real? I said, yes, white women have made it real. So July 1st is a Cancer, and a Cancer's traits are somebody who is sensitive and caring. So I skipped that shit immediately. I also like glazed over Scorpio because if he's one of them, I don't want to know. That's a sex joke. And then we landed on Aries, and Aries is somebody who's, quote, honest, decisive, and gets mad and forgets why they got mad. I was like, Baba, you're an Aries. He said, the white is right, wow. He's like, all right, you know what? Choose any day in April and it's your new birthday. He's like, oh, okay. 4/20. I said, not that day. That's Snoop Dogg's birthday. You can't have that one. So he's like, April 11th. April 11th, guys, that's my dad's new birthday. Isn't that cute? Yeah. I helped him discover a part of his identity, like an Iraqi 23andMe. And then April 11th came this year, and I forgot. I know, I felt so bad. I called my dad the next day. I was like, hey, how was your new birthday? He's like, it was good. I just sat around and waited for someone to care. You're being a little sensitive and caring about this? You actually sound like a Cancer. Let's go back to July 1st after all. My family actually speaks pretty good English. People ask me, like, do they actually have that accent? They do, but they speak good English. They fuck up sometimes, right? Like, the other day I was driving with my dad, and he hit one of those things in the road. What do you call it? A butthole. I was like, that's a pothole? That's not what that is. But they hate it when I correct them. One time my dad sent me the eggplant emoji when he made Baba Ganoush. He's like, come over tonight. I was like, no! But they hate it. They hate it. Every time I correct my mom, she'll just pull out her iPhone like, don't be stupid. If you don't believe me, just ask Syria. I was like, okay. So now when anyone in my family fucks up in English, I just let it happen. Like the other day, my auntie tried to order doggy style at In-N-Out. She's like, it's on their secret menu. I said, yes, it is. She straight up pulled into the drive-thru like, yes, hello, I'd like doggy style in the car, please, thank you. Thank you. Make it a double if you can, all right. Can I get extra napkins? I heard it gets very messy, you know? You know, the last time I had doggy style in here, it smelled like it for 3 whole days. And I said, God bless America. All right, my name is Remy Dawn. You guys are a lot of fun. Thank you.